SABC News economics reporter Katlego Legodi is at the AGOA Forum and joins us live. A very good afternoon to Katlego. So President Cyril Ramaphosa addressing the forum earlier, highlighting the importance of the relationship but also of African value chains. Just take me through what else has happened today.
A very good afternoon to you, Nzinga, and to our viewers at home. You're right, President Cyril Ramaphosa earlier on just emphasizing the need for just South Africa and Africa to be ready in terms of penetrating and getting the best out of markets outside of the continent. And the value chain is what the businesses on the ground have been talking about to ensure that they are not left behind. So where we are right now this afternoon, we're coming to you live from the hub, this being the exhibition hub, whereby we're seeing most of those companies just showcasing their products here. We saw the president earlier on just moving around and interacting with some of those that are here on the ground. We have small businesses, we have large entities that are here from South Africa, from outside of the country. Where I am right now, I'm seated or really coming to you live from a stall that has a lady that is coming from Lesotho who's here to showcase her products, meaning that really all of these entities are looking to get the best out of what has been happening here. Yesterday, also seeing a lot of just interactions and bilateral engagements and meetings, and one of them was an engagement whereby the business community was also talking about how important it will be for AGOA to be renewed, South Africa, Australia's role in AGOA to be renewed here, really for the markets and the economy here on the ground to get the best out of what is happening here. I'm going to bring into the conversation with us this afternoon, Nzinga, one role player in the business economy, this being the organized labor, and we have the Black Business Council with us here, the Deputy CEO, who's joining us. Just give us a sense of what the organized business community is looking forward to. We're seeing that meetings are already happening whereby you're interacting with labor, you're interacting with civil society, you're interacting with your counterparts from outside of South Africa, just to ensure that you get the best out of what is happening here. So welcome to the SABC. How has it been? What are you looking forward to? What really would be your key takeaways when all of this is said and done?
Well, it has been fantastic because we've had meaningful engagements with our counterparts from the US. We look forward to, working together with them to ensure that AGOA is extended, beyond 2025. We look forward to enhancing AGOA to make sure that it is much more inclusive. We are looking forward to making sure that AGOA, includes other product lines which are currently excluded from the trade instrument. So we are quite excited about what has happened here today, and we look forward to ensuring that even our labor engagements, alongside what is happening as far as business engagements are concerned, will all add towards a common objective of making sure that AGOA is extended.
Gregory, this also coming through at a time when we see South Africa and Africa talking about the Africa Free Continental Trade Area and just getting the best out of one economy and ensuring that intra-trade is something that is championed here, and we're seeing just these products also positioning themselves to find meaning outside of South Africa and outside of the continent into the United States. Would you say that really at this point in time we'll need to ensure that most of these entities are ready to really penetrate those markets in terms of protocols, in terms of regulations, and how really they tend to ensure that they champion labor relations issues that are not compromising the workers here?
Indeed, and that's why we are here. We are here as a united front, as a continent. So business from the continent is here to make sure that we are behind our governments so that we can meaningfully participate in this AGOA instrument. So it is important for us as a continent to make sure that we make it easier for our businesses to comply, to be able to benefit from this instrument called AGOA, number one. And number two, of course, we want fair labor practices not only here in South Africa but in the rest of the continent as well. And that's why there is alongside the business discussions, labor discussions taking place to make sure that we take along labor as far as this journey is concerned, and that there are fair labor practices throughout the continent.
1% is not something that is fairly impressive when you look at how then we'll tend to see most of these businesses contributing or more or less getting the best out of the relationship within AGOA, and more or less others even talking about the fact that we don't want an 80-20 kind of a trade whereby we're getting 80% of really imports, but we're not seeing exports moving out of South Africa. There needs to be a balance in this regard.
two issues that are important in that regard. First is that we're discussing investment with our American counterparts. Therefore, that means that there will be sufficient capacity and capability to manufacture more goods for export purposes. The 1% that you speak about, of course, is a concern. However, we must also look at it as an opportunity, because we are starting from a very low base of 1%. From there, we can only go up. So there's scope for us to export more to the U.S.
Before I let you go, quickly, which are some of those markets, which are some of those, sides? I know manufacturing is very big. We're talking about technology and the likes, but which are some of those sectors within the economy that would really see themselves benefiting from AGOA? Because we know as well that, in terms of manufacturing and the likes, that has been, more or less punted around this agreement, but there's a need to expand it into other hubs within the economy as well.
Yes, so agriculture as well as agro-processing is big. Textile is also very important. And of course, as we talk expansion, we also want to move to include ICT goods and services as well. So, we're looking at a broader base of sectors that must come in and benefit beyond just manufacturing at this stage.
So, really, thank you very much for your time and everything of the best. Organized labor just looking to get the best out of what has been happening here on the ground. Most of them are just also interacting with each other, exchanging business cards, and we're seeing small businesses as well, just showcasing their products here. They're really, really looking to get the best out of AGOA, and really the key theme has been around ensuring that there's an extension in terms of the agreement in South Africa's role where AGOA is concerned, because we positioned ourselves as a country to be that space that will really ensure that other African countries also get the best out of this trade agreement.